Good morning, Mike. How are you today, my friend? Hope life is going well. Hope your day is going well. Um, just trying to utilize the app a little more. Whoops. Just because I am curious as to at what point I would feel comfortable dropping the Scribe app for all computerization. I think that would be a cool thing too. So 2 years old, 2 survival, 4 insanity. Your pinups come by Tuesday? Very nice. I was actually not overly disappointed with their shipping turnaround time this Black Friday. I know they get absolutely slammed, I'm sure, but um, I think in previous years we've had to wait for the new year for a lot of shipping, so that was nice to see. 2 strength and an evasion. Yeah, you should be. That's really cool. We're going after a Flower Knight level 1 today. Let's get Zachary's. No survival currently. 1 accuracy, 1 strength, an evasion, and a luck. He's 8 years old. Must have had some aging issues. Axe. He's level 4 with the axe. It's gonna be close to get him to master before he dies of old age. 6 courage, 5 understanding, He is also purified. He's a partner. So he's got, in the fighting arts, he's got purpose. Hey, Bill. He's got ambidextrous. And he's got Sun Eater. Disorders, he's got quixotic and overprotective. Prepared, explore, I don't think any of these are in here. Purified. And he's a partner. But the partner goes up here. He's a partner with Tick. Not, it really doesn't matter that much, because I'm probably not. I'm just, nope, didn't get screwed. I just felt kind of bad for starting the stream early, so I wanted to just fool around with this a little bit, make sure I give everybody time to get into the stream. We didn't lose anything. I'm just kind of doing my own thing here. Not a biggie. Tick really sucked for us last time. Yeah, but hopefully it'll be better. We got Bill and Mike and one other in here, but I haven't seen him in chat, so I'm not sure who it is. But there is 3 currently, which I think is probably good enough to get this started. So for Flower Knight, we're taking Alistair to work on Fist and Tooth, who's already at 3 Fist and Tooth proficiency. We're taking Amras to work on Bow, Tick to work on Fist and Tooth as a backup, and Zachary, who is working his way through Axe. We got a lot of help on the hunt board. We got 3 prepared survivors, I think. No. Yeah, 3 out of 4 prepared survivors, which is pretty good. 4 out of 4. So, let's ride. We need sword because Flower Knight gives Swordsman's Promise. Yeah, unfortunately, Bill, one of my viewers is like super adamant about having 2 Fist and Tooth people. So it's not really an option for us, unfortunately. Actually, it is. I'm going to move this virus flower over here to Alistair, because they got 3 Fist and Tooth. It's cursed gear, so it's got to stay with them here. Sleeping virus flower. Which gives a luck. That's to Alistair. And then I'm going to take it away from Tick, and we're moving Tick. Tick's no longer going after Fist and Tooth. I know, but we didn't really discuss where Flower goes last week. We talked about picking it up and deciding this week. So I've now made the decision. Tick shall not get it, and Tick shall switch to sword. And lose that one. Oh well. Alright. Let's do this. Let's set up for a hunt for a Flower Knight at level 1. Why do we start on this space? Is that a thing? I don't remember. Oh yeah. Yep. But this is the forest wants what it wants, right? Alright, good. So we should start. Why are we on 2 here? We should be on 1. Oh yeah, no, that's right. Yep. Yepers. Okay, we got our survivors. We've updated all their goodies, so let's go ahead and depart. Which we're at 4 survival, 3 survival, 2 survival, 4 survival. Alright. That's pretty good. So we're going to start things off with Alistair revealing our first hunt event. Which is just a random. I am going to go ahead, real quick, and switch our music. Since we are, let's fight it too. Let's not. Alright. What's the worst that could happen? Total party wipe. 90. 9-0. Light on the horizon. This is my favorite one. The survivors hear a screeching howl followed by a crash. They see an explosion of multicolored light on the horizon. The unnatural light illuminates the survivors' way. If at least one survivor is sane, which we are not, they follow the light. You may re-roll the next result on the hunt event table. If all survivors are insane, they turn away from the light, walking into darkness. Move the survivors 2 spaces back on the hunt board. Regardless, we get lights in the sky. So let's add that to the timeline next year. None of us slip below that insanity. That sucks. Okay, so we have to move back 2. So 1, 2. So then we move forward onto this next space with Amras. To a random. $82. Same neighborhood. Consuming grass. Ooh. Vibrant green grass grows in patches ahead of the survivors. Closer inspection of the delicate leaves reveals that they are sharp as any blade. Each survivor rolls a d10. The lowest scoring survivor, or survivors in case of a tie, becomes the straggler. As the survivors carefully pick their way past the verdant hazards, the straggler stumbles into the brush. They roll a d10. If any survivor has a whip, that helps. So they all have prepared, which I think means they get to add their XP. Yeah. So we just need 4 dice, and we'll just do top down ranking. So it's going to come down to these two. So a 5 up top, and a 4 for Amras. Amras is currently the straggler. Tick is also a straggler. Is it roll off in case of a tie or multiple in case of a tie? Or survivors in case of ties. We have 2 stragglers. Tick, who gets 3 hunt XP plus their 1, which is 4. And then Amras, who has 2 hunt XP plus their 2, is a 4. So we got 2 stragglers here. Not good. Extra not good. I'd say I'm like an 8 or a 9, Bill. I'm pretty excited for it as well. A 3, so 2 through 9. Youch. You fall but manage to interpose something between the grass and your bare skin. Either archive a gear of your choice from your gear grid to protect yourself, or treat this result as if you rolled a 1. So, Amras will have to archive their cloth. Archive that, and then Tick will have to archive their cloth as well. All right. And next is Tick is revealing this next hunt event. This is another what do you know? Random. That's good, Bill. I'm glad you're excited. It's gonna be cool, I'm sure. Problem is we only play it every November, so I try not to get too hyped about it because I won't be able to play it for 11 months anyways, even if it comes earlier than that. 66 is Forbidden Word. There is a great rush of air. A booming, inhuman voice declares a single word in an unknown language. For one instant, the survivors understand. All non-deaf survivors gain an understanding. It's all of us. Nobody does anything crazy. And suffer a brain damage. If they're insane, they gain a random disorder. Okay, so this goes in order. So they suffer a brain damage first. And now if they are insane. Alistair's insane, so they're going to get a random disorder. This event kind of sucks. Disorder. Random. We can't re-roll it. Not really. Oh, you mean a lifetime reroll? What are our lifetime rerolls looking like out here right now? We have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they can be really bad. I don't think I would re-roll this, Bill, because we can cure disorders. But there are some events that could, like, kill us. So, I think I'm just going to take it. First one, Indecision. If you're the event revealer of hunt events that call on you to make a roll, roll twice and use the lower result. Amras is still insane. Wait. I don't think it took the insanity from everybody. Because Tick had 3 insanity, so it should have dropped him below being insane. I'm not sure why it didn't subtract that insanity from everybody. It did it that time. Because we didn't gain insanity, and he had 3 last time. So Amras is still insane, so he'll get a random disorder. Hemophobia. During the showdown, whenever a survivor, including you, gains a bleeding token, you're knocked down. That one's not great by any means. Tick is not insane, so he does not gain a disorder. And then Zachary is insane, so he will gain a disorder. Secretive. When you're returning to Survivor, you quickly become preoccupied with your own affairs. You must skip the next hunt to deal with them. But I think he has something that makes it so he can't skip the next hunt. Right? Huh. Maybe not. I thought he did. Yeah, Tick had a ridiculous amount of ticks. It was crazy. Alright. Moving along. On to our next one, which is revealed by Zachary. Another random. The forest wants what it wants is not a great one either. 50. 5-0. Yeah, I can't remember either. It might have been the one I sacrificed from him. I gave it up. Gibbet. Oh my gosh. A crude iron cage swings from the branches of a massive tree. As the survivors approach, a man calls out to them from the cage, pleading to be freed. The survivors may pass him by and suffer a brain event damage as the prisoner weeps and pleads. If the survivors choose to free him, the event revealer rolls a d10. We're gonna roll. Zachary's up. I think anything above a 1 is just fine. I shouldn't have even said anything. I shouldn't have said a damn thing. A 1 on Gibbet. The survivors open the cage, but all they find inside is a skeleton. All survivors suffer 2 brain event damage instead. Nice work. Alrighty then. Moving on. Alistair. Yeah, maybe we should have re-rolled the disorder one, Bill. You just really never know, you know? 23. Clean water. The survivors pass a forlorn fountain in the shape of a lion's face. The stream of crystal clear water flows from its mouth. Each survivor consumes the water, gaining a survival and a courage. I like that. Survival and a courage. Nobody bolded. Any number of survivors may douse their head in the water and roll a d10. 1 through 2 sucks. 3 through 5 is nothing. 6 through 8 gain an understanding and remove a disorder of your choice. 9 plus, the water is shockingly cold. It rushes over you like a tidal wave. Set your insanity to 0 and remove all disorders. We are all 4 rolling on this because we all have a disorder that would be nice to get rid of. So we're all 4 going to roll here. So we'll just go top down, just like we did to assign the straggler. Some high numbers. I see an 8, a couple 4s, so Alistair is an 8, which is gain an understanding and remove a disorder of my choice. So, gain an understanding, sure. Ooh, I like that. And remove a disorder of my choice. Oh. If you are the event revealer. Okay, I don't think he was the event revealer. No, Alistair was. Oh, Alistair. Oh, nice. So he has to actually roll again and take the lower of these 2 rolls. So he's currently at an 8. Something similar here, please. 3. Okay, so take that understanding back. And he actually got a 3, which is your hair is wet. Congratulations. So it is actually really bad because this is nothing, 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 and a 1. Which is Zachary, our guy. But I think what's nice is we get to, yeah, we're going to get rid of a disorder here. We're going to get to replace one. So the instant it becomes wet, your hair turns stark white. Gain a random disorder. Which is fine, because we're going to end up replacing one of these with it. Which will probably be secretive that we'll replace. So random, prey. We'll get rid of secretive for prey. You may not spend survival unless you're insane. He is currently insane. So that's okay. Amras reveals the forest gate. We have to go to the forest wants what it wants. Okay. The forest wants what it wants. The silence and darkness is broken by a glowing hum that whisper into their bones. The survivors must test the gate. After rolling to test the gate, each survivor may do any or all of the following actions once to increase their roll. So we either have to gain a -1 attribute token of our choice to add 1, gain a bleed to add 1, gain a random disorder to add 1, or archive a gear from your gear grid to gain +1 to the result. And we have to fall into the 8 through 12 category, at least. Because 1 through 7... So do we all roll for this, or do we roll once and then decide together? I think we roll once, right? So we roll once and then give these to everybody, I think is how this works. Because it's the survivors test the gate. Or does each survivor have to test the gate? No, the survivors force their way. Yeah, it's a roll once type deal. Well, watch this 10. Because we haven't really rolled very many 10s yet. But watch this right here. I'm not even worried about it. Okay, well. It's actually not that big of a deal, because that's really close to getting us our 8. I think I'll just give probably one person a bleed. Is probably what I'll do. I think Zachary has some sweet fighting art for bleeding. Yeah, purpose. Your comrades make you strong enough to exceed the limits of death if you would gain a lethal number of bleed tokens. So if we just give him one bleed, that moves us up to an 8. We don't have any more cloth to lose, I don't think. He lost a cloth. He lost a cloth. Oh, we could lose Alistair's cloth. I feel like a bleed is less substantial than the loss of a cloth. I don't know. So one bleed. The gate, which bumps our 7 to an 8. Begrudging welcome. The gate swings open a fraction, the hinges singing like a forlorn flute, playing a melancholy welcome. No, we lost our cloth earlier. The survivors force their way through. Each gain a bleeding token. Oh. So he's up to 2 bleeds. We have no bandages. So we can't be fooling around none here. And we're through. Now Tick reveals this, which is hopefully our last hunt event. Pool of Secrets. The survivors find a glowing pool of inky black water. A shimmering shape swims languidly in the depths. One survivor may nominate themselves to investigate. If they do, they roll on the table below. 1 through 2, dismembered arm. 3 through 8, all survivors gain 2 insanity. 9 plus, heal a permanent injury of your choice, and gain a random disorder. None of us even have... None of us even have a permanent injury. Do we? I don't think we have to roll on this either, if we don't want. No sphere injuries, no sphere injuries, no sphere injuries, no sphere injuries. I say we just don't do anything. Am I right? One survivor may nominate themselves to investigate. I mean, the 2 insanity wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but I'm thinking we just don't do it and give him a go here. Let's set up showdown for level 1. Confirm. Alright. The old Flower Knight. Very cool. Let's get his book over here, since we're going to be using that as a reference in this fight. So we just have to be adjacent to the flower ring anywhere we want. We need 1 random terrain card, 1 flower patch set up normally, and then 1 random terrain. So the random terrain it gave us was the triple stone columns. This flower patch set up within 2 spaces of a board edge, so we could put it up. So 1, 2. We could put it up there. We could start up there by it. I don't really remember how he plays super well, so we're going to have to get through this together. I don't think we built that lion claw arrow. Should have. I know I was in a rush last week, but... So he's obviously going to go first. I don't like that this is angled, so I'm going to have to pick it up and move it. We'll probably move it to where the Sun Eater is. Alright. Okay. We're pretty solid here, I think. Yeah, that's quite the go-back machine to build that, Bill. I think I need to suffer for being in a rush. I keep telling myself not to rush, but then time is a thief, and so I think we'll just have to stick with not using the arrow. I know you told me to do it. I meant to. I just forgot. So I don't know. I guess I'll just be better from now on. Alright, Flower Knight's gonna go first. Let's go over his stuff really quick. So he has a Bloom trait. Target a random survivor outside the fairy ring. They suddenly vanish, gaining a luck token. They are doomed until the end of the monster turn. The target emerges from a flower. Place them standing on the closest free space inside the fairy ring, and then turn the monster to face. Set roots. The Flower Knight has +1 damage token for each survivor in the fairy ring. The Flower Knight does not allow terrain to exist inside the fairy ring. If a terrain tile would move into the fairy ring, it stops short at its border. If a terrain tile would be placed inside the fairy ring, nothing happens. So it is impenetrable for terrain. And then we want to make sure we don't have a ton of people in there. We want a small amount of survivors in the fairy ring at all times. The more survivors, the more damage is done. And we do not have the ability to dash. So this could be exciting. Alright, Flower Knight's up. Let's take a look at his stats real quick. So if there are no threats in the fairy ring, perform Bloom, which is where he pulls somebody into the fairy ring. And then his attack is 320, but this damage is modified based on how many people are in the fairy ring. Bow can shoot 6 spaces, which is Amras here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, so in range. And then he's rocking 7 movement and 6 toughness with 12 total life points. 6 toughness is good for us. So this is an advanced card to draw first. Continuation. Pick target, closest survivor in the fairy ring. No target, germinate. None of us are in the fairy ring, so he'll go to germinate. So his instinct, germinate. Scattered pollen flows back to the fairy ring. Place the Flower Knight in the center of the showdown board. Remove a +1 luck token from all survivors. We don't have any. So it's kind of lucky to get that one over with first. It's kind of a burn turn for him. Let's go ahead and search this flower here with Amras. So he's going to activate to search this flower. An 8. 2+, a glorious bloom. Gain a luck token. So we're going to have to keep track of this with tokens. Specifically, not on the app, because luck tokens are basically a currency in this fight. So we're going to need the actual physical tokens, I think. So 1 luck token And a flower resource. Very nice. Let's give these a triple shuffle. We got an osseous bloom, which is a flower and a bone. Okay. This is off the board. Now comes some finesse. Some technique. Let's try to get Alistair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alistair's going to try with Fist and Tooth to get their proficiency point here. So they have 2 speed. They have +2 accuracy though, so they'll be wounding on, or they'll be hitting on a 5+ from the blind spot. So we need 5s or better here. An 8, we got 1. This does have a wound reaction. Now the Flower Knight has 6 toughness, and we have basically 2 strength here. So we need a 4+ to wound. Come on, 7. Oh my gosh, needed a 4+, got a 3. So that is a failure. So we don't have to worry about that wound result. And right off the bat, it's already not going to plan. Who would have thought? I don't like having multiple people in the ring at once. It worries me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna let Zachary try with the bone axe. So he's, oops, sorry, I didn't even put that in here. So he's rocking 2 speed, 4+ from the blind spot. 2 speed, 4+ from the blind spot. 8 and 8, 2 for 2. Uh-oh. Oh, they're parry locations. So this wound attempt fails on this location unless it's a crit. And they're both that way? That's unfortunate. And he's going to get basic actioned on both. Yuck. Not good. We need 9s and 10s. Ooh, a 4. So that's a failure. So he's going to perform basic action targeting the attacker. His basic action is 3 speed, 2 accuracy. We have 2 evasion, so 3 speed, 4+. This is not looking good. The 1 and 3 both miss. That's excellent. Sorry, I gotta plug in my headset. It's beeping at me that it's gonna die. So the 3 miss and the 1 miss. So this 1/5 hits, but it's worth 2 damage since we have 2 people in the fairy ring. 2 to the body for Zachary. Zachary should have 3 everywhere because of this. Nope, 2 everywhere, sorry. 2 to the body. Youch. And that only resolves one of those. Now we have to try the other one too. And all we're looking for here is a 9/10. Which is not great. Not great odds, but never tell me the odds. He actually technically could have re-rolled that miss because he's axe proficient. Oh well. We'll remember that for next time. So that's a crit. So that's actually worth 2 damage because his axe is savage. If the attacker does not have the fencing secret fighting art, we trigger story event breakthrough. Breakthrough. For a brief instant, a weakness is found in the Flower Knight's seemingly impenetrable defenses. With a ferocious blow, the survivor is able to overcome the Flower Knight's bird-like reflexes. If the settlement has innovated drums, which we have, the rhythm of the battle is maddening. All survivors gain 2 insanity. Brain armor. Seizing the moment, the attacker attempts to break through. Here we go. Breakthrough, and we add the survivor's luck to the result. And this was Zachary, who has 1 luck. What do we got here? 6 turns into 7. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The Flower Knight chirps and stumbles, its armor subtly shifting colors. Gain a survival and a luck token. Survival and a luck token. Bing. Okay. I don't remember if he targets multiple people in an attack, but I'm going to move Tick closer. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, now he's in range of getting in there if he needs to. And then that's all we could do. We got to pass it back to the Flower Knight. And he's got Majestic Onslaught. So first he's going to perform Bloom. Bloom, target a random survivor outside the fairy ring. So we have to target either Amras or Tick. We'll do evens for Amras, odds for Tick. It's even, so he's targeting Amras, who has no armor, by the way. They suddenly vanish, gaining a luck token. And are doomed until the end of the monster turn. The target emerges from a flower. Place them standing in the closest free space inside the fairy ring, and then turn the monster to face the target. So they're right there, and monster turned to faces is already turned to face him. Now we're gonna pick closest threat in fairy ring. This is gonna hurt. So it's either one of these two. It's either Alistair or Zachary. Zachary's got 2 evasions, so we'll probably go with Zachary. So it's 3, 2, 3 is how this is going to pan out. He's got 2 evasion, so some low numbers are required here. The 2 misses. The 2 is a miss. The bleed is not good for Zachary, though. Not good at all. So 2 damage. We're gonna dodge 1 for sure. He's got to take 3 damage to his legs or body. He's got to take it to the legs. Dodge the body, but he has he has rawhide gear, so if he gets a 6+, he gets to keep that survival. Nope. He has to spend it. Okay. And a bleed. Puts him at 3 bleeds. That's the end of that turn for him. We'll attack first with... I want to attack and move out of the circle is basically my plan. A hit and run, if you will. So Zachary has a +1 strength token. So what if we... Oh, I don't know what I did there. So what if we do our overcharge here? So actually, first let's... Well, this is kind of tough. I really don't want to be in the circle for this, so I'm going to step out 1 with Amaras first. Spend my movement. Then I'm going to activate the Cat Eye Circlet to look at these top 3. Okay, glad I did. So we have the Restless Roots trapped. Trap. Yikes, this is a bad one. This one can hurt. And this is a parry. So we'll send this one down. I could still attack him with the axe. So it did what I needed it to. We cannot send it down all day, Bill. That is not a valid strategy without Surge. You can't do it. Otherwise, we'll get 1 attack around. So Alistair is going to attack here. Zachary is going to attack in the facing with the Bone Axe. 2 speed, 5+ from where he's at. A 7 and a 1, so we pulled 1 there, which is his top guy. Yeah, we don't have Surge in this whole campaign. We don't get it, which is not good. That's why we haven't been able to send it down in the last couple episodes either. So we activated our overcharge. That's the whole point of this. So we have to spend a survival to remove our +1 strength token. And then I'll roll this to see if we get to keep our survival action. We do. So we get that survival back, and now we're rolling to attack this location. And it has a reflex. But we have Devastating 1 here, so we just have to wound. Which that is good enough for a wound. 6+. So that's devastating, so it does 2 damage. Reflex. The Flower Knight slowly cranes its neck towards the attacker. If the attacker has any stinky gear in their gear grid, which we don't, they gain the priority target. So we do have dash, we just don't have surge or encourage. Okay, so that's it for that one. And now he's going to move. Zachary's going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's getting out of there. Now, Alistair's going to attack. Maybe pull the trap, maybe not. Alistair's attacking with Fist and Tooth, so we need 6s or better. I feel like we could only get 1 hit here. 8 and 9. That's unfortunate. Alright. So unfortunately, that does pull the trap. Place the Flower Knight in the center of the showdown board, which they are. Place the attacker in front of the monster. They gain a luck token, which goes to our friend Alistair, who is up here. Yeah. Yeah, luck token to Alistair. Each of the other survivors is grasped by the roots and pulled in. Unless they spend a survival, place them 5 spaces closer to the Flower Knight. And we really can't afford to take that damage at such a high rate. So we're all going to have to lose a survival, except Alistair. So Amras loses 1. Tick loses 1. Zachary loses 1. All survivors are doomed. Perform basic action, target the attacker. So the basic action here is 3. Alistair has 1 evasion, so that 1 misses. But the 2 8s both land. So that's 1 damage to each location. Body and waist. Triple shuffle. And it's actually not technically the end of our turn. I could move Tick in. We'll move Tick in to attack. Tick's going to attack with his sword. So Bone Blade is 2 speed, 6 plus accuracy. 9. Valid. Appreciate that 9. Impervious, I don't love that. Let's just get a 10 here so we can go to the critical wound effect. Ooh, close. 8 would have wounded. But it is an impervious location. Twisting blossoms and vines sail through the air, falling harmlessly at the Flower Knight's feet. Okay. That's it. That's all we could do. Now we're possibly in trouble. Because it's his turn again. He's got a mood when this comes into play. Draw an AI. The eyes of the Flower Knight's helm glow intensely, bringing stinging tears to the survivors' faces. All survivors suffer -3 accuracy while they are in the Flower Knight's facing. Ouch. That's not good. And then we do this. Dude, we've drawn every single one of his advanced. Wrathful Vine Strike. This is somebody's dying here. So perform Bloom, which is where we pull one of these outsiders in. So evens for Amras, odds for Alistair. It's Amras again. He's not ever going to get to shoot that bow. Amras gets pulled in, and a luck token, I believe. They're doomed till the end of the monster turn, but he gets another luck token. Now place the Flower Knight in the center of the showdown board. Target all survivors in the fairy ring. Wow! Wow! This attack is crazy. Perform a separate attack against each target. Each attack gains a speed for every survivor in the fairy ring. Holy crap. So he's going after Tick first. So he's got 5 speed. And these do 3 damage apiece. Oh, we are cooked, my friends. We are cooked. The 2 misses. Everything else hits. We've only got one evasion. Wowza. This is not good. 3 damage to each of these spots. We can dodge 1. Legs, arms, waist, and waist. So we'll dodge a waist, I guess. So we'll dodge that waist and take that waist. And then we have to do a severe arms and severe legs. Yeah, what was that about total party wipe? You're about to find out. We'll go with arms first. Seven to the arms, and he's tough. So 8. Spiral fracture. Your arm twists unnaturally. Gain -2 strength tokens. Skip the next hunt and gain a bleed. Will it do it for me if I just give it to him? Spiral fracture. No, not these. I'm gonna bleed. And he has to skip next hunt. Okay, that's got that. So now we have to roll for the legs. Yo, we've drawn every single one of his advanced, Bill. That's what's really making it rough here. And we don't have dash. Legs. 3. We get to add one for tough. Thank goodness. Gain 2 more bleeding tokens, though. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So somehow he lived through that attack. But now we gotta attack Alistair. So on to Alistair, who's only got 1 evasion as well. So it's once again 5 speed. Okay, that's better. The 2 misses, the 1 misses, the other 3 hit though, unfortunately. Head, waist, body. I feel like we gotta dodge the headshot, right? And then roll on body and waist. Okay, we'll roll on body first. We do not have tough with Alistair. Alistair ain't tough. Let's see if they can hold on to their life. A 10 on body. The blow sends you sprawling and you're knocked down. They were definitely already knocked down. Okay, and then waist. A 3 to the waist. It's probably not very good. Gain 2 bleeds. Holy cow. Alright, and now he's gonna move to Amras and attack him. So I'm just gonna stand them up really quick because they're right here. So it's the same to go. No, it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4. But they were already knocked down, so it doesn't matter. How about overprotective? Can you use it? No. I mean, there's nothing, Bill. I would know if there was something we could be doing that we aren't doing. There unfortunately is not. We don't even have stones. So I don't know if Tick had any. He doesn't have any strength tokens. He's actually got -2 temporaries. And then Alistair, I don't think has any either. Nope. So now he's coming after Amras though, who's only got 1 evasion. Amras might die here. Yeah, especially since none of them missed. None of them missed him. Yeah, none of the guys that have the oh, Alistair does. What's the text on that? When you suffer a severe injury, ignore it and archive this card instead. So we would have ignored the body, and then that 10 would have gone to the waist. So it just knocked him down. So he pretty much gets his 2 bleeds removed. Five for 5. Five for 5. We got a headshot. We got 2 headshots, an arm and a leg. We'll have to dodge this headshot, and then we have to roll a 5th. A leg. So we dodge the headshot. And now we have to roll all of these severes, because none of them went to the waist. So we'll just get the first leg severe over with, I guess. This is so bad. This guy's so dead. A 2, yeah, right off the bat, actually. They're dead. So we'll have to use a lifetime reroll. He is knocked down still, Bill. Well, we might as well use Amaras's lifetime reroll before he dies to reroll that. Would who attack? He would have been knocked down because of hemo. Yeah, but this just targets each. Perform a separate attack against each target. Each attack gains. Target all survivors in the fairy ring. So it wouldn't have mattered. Does Flower Knight attack if knocked down? If the Flower Knight is knocked down? Because Amras could be knocked down and still be targeted, if that's what you mean. Because this is just targeting all survivors in the fairy ring. Went from a 2 to a 3. Different, but not really. The bleeds are still going to be his problem. So he gains 2 bleeds from that. Acanthus is on Zachary. Let's get the other legs over with, I guess. 7. Torn muscle. You can't dash till the... Yeah, he's bleeding out for sure. One more bleed and he is El Gonzo. Arms next. Turn him into a freaking chicken nugget here. 10 to the arms. Hit the dirt. The blow sends you sprawling and you're knocked down. I did archive it, Bill. Okay, and then headshot next. Oh boy. Another 10. Another 10. A 9. I don't think that's gonna do it. I don't think it's gonna do it. Oh my gosh. Shattered jaw. Gain a bleed. Tried so hard. He doesn't have tough, right? No, he doesn't. Dead. Bled to death. Mr. Luck Tokens has bled out. That attack is disgusting. Wait! Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Knockback 7. Oh no, fellas. Oh no. So Tick would have knocked back to here. Tick's card wouldn't have changed, but then we would have rolled 1 less dice for Alistair and 1 less damage per hit to Alistair. Oh my gosh, fellas. This is a bad one. This is bad. Hey, Bill, I honestly do love and appreciate the help, but Don't tell me to slow down. We were going at a good pace. And I love that you're interested in helping me keep all the rules straight too, but like I know how to play the game. This just slipped by. I would rather you be able to just come in here and relax rather than feel like you have to be all over the rules. I want you to be able to come in here and relax, because if you come in here and feel like you have to, I don't want you to like get all tired out and not come in anymore because you feel like you have to be on rules. Well, this is really tough. So he would come back here. He would have been knockback 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's try and use this maybe to help us out. So either way, I don't think Amras dies. So let's put Amras back on the board here and his 3 tokens. What's up, Titan? But who we need to address, so I think we could fix Amras's here, because we could just apply that damage right here. So he dodged one of the headshots. Oh, come on. So he dodged one of the headshots, but he should have only been rolling 3 dice. So we'll just take these first 3. So we dodged a headshot, so we should take 1 damage to the head and 1 to the arms. So it still would have knocked him down, and he would have been sent to the edge of the board and knocked down. Flower Knight would be right here. And if we go back a little bit further, we can get to... Actually, we should probably only take his first 3... Whatever, it's fine. If we go back to our other friend's attack here, where he should have rolled a bunch of... Yep, right here. So he had arms, waist, legs. To Alistair, who should have only been rolling 4 dice, so we'll just take these 4. We would have dodged 1. These are only worth 2 damage apiece. No, it's not Alistair. Oh, shit. It's Amras. Or not Amras, but... Oh, it's because he's not in the hunting party anymore. We got to get him back in here. So we fixed Amras's stuff, I think, is what we did. Yes. But now we have to fix... Oh, it was Alistair. Okay, yeah, Alistair. So Alistair didn't take these huge shots here, because he had 1 waist armor as well. So he took... So we would have dodged 1 of those 2 waists. So we'll leave his survival down low. So he would have taken 2 damage to the legs. Yeah, we'll get our reroll back as well. So it would be 2 legs, 2 arms, and a waist shot. And the lifetime reroll is back. That's about as good as I can do with what we've been given here. So we're going to have to call that good enough. Yeah, gonna have to. And thankfully that's the end of that attack. So Now it's the survivor's turn, so only our Fist and Tooth guy can stand, which is Alistair. I think Zachary's our only one that's gotten the proficiency point. Yep, he's hit twice. Now we can't forget that we're getting a massive accuracy smash when we attack from there, so we'll just have Zachary run around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Zachary's sneaking around to the blind spot. 2, 4, and 4 here. So 1 hit. And next round we'll need to do this as well. Actually, it's a survival action. Okay. So there's a wound consequence here. We're wounding on 2+. A 3. That'll do it. So that's a wound. If the attacker is adjacent to the Flower Knight, which we are, they're viciously kicked away. The attacker suffers bash and knockback 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not quite enough to get him off the fairy ring, unfortunately. Honestly, that might be all I do, because I don't want 2 people in the fairy ring. I could potentially go attack with Alistair. With Fist and Tooth. Alistair's pretty roughed up, though. One, two, three. And if we go at him with Fist and Tooth, which I feel like we need to try that proficiency point, that's 2 speed. We need 6s or better here. A 9. That helps. Looks like it doesn't help all that much. We got a parry location. So we get a luck for attacking with Fist and Tooth, a luck for our token, and a luck for the virus flower. So 7+ is a crit here. That's definitely not. Failure is perform basic action, targeting the attacker. So that is 3 speed. All 3 hit. This is worth 2 damage apiece. We might have just rescued them to end up killing them. Body, hands, legs. 2 damage each. Body, hands, and legs. Body's okay. Legs and arms are both severes. So we'll do legs first. Okay. Guess we'll have to use a lifetime reroll there. This is one of our real good people. 4 to the legs there. Oh, we would have got our thing back too. Our acanthus. So we would have discarded it there for a severe, and then this 4 would be to our arms, basically. Dismembered arm. Lose an arm. You can no longer activate 200 weapons. This injury is permanent and can be recorded twice. So this is panning out just like our last Fist and Tooth person. Our last Fist and Tooth individual also had a dismembered arm. Oh, one arm? Okay, that was unfortunate. And now we're all knocked down. So we have to go back to the Flower Knight. Oh, and actually... she would need to be right here because of the facing thing. So she'd be knocked down right there. It was still within movement distance. So now they're going to go... At least it's a basic. Closest threat facing inferior ring, which is nobody. Closest threat in range is nobody. No target is germinate. So... germinate. Scattered pollens flow back to the fairy ring. Place the Flower Knight in the center of the showdown board. Remove all +1 luck tokens from all survivors. Darn. Okay, now it's us, so we're all back up. The K button doesn't work after the update. Unfortunate. They do have this flower, Osseous Bloom, you may consume to archive the showdown to remove all your bleeding and negative attribute tokens, but you have to gain the flower addiction disorder. Nice, that's good to know. Does MRS even have any bleeds? We'll keep it in mind. Alright, so... Amras can move up and activate the Cat Eye Circlet to look at these next three. Oh my gosh. We've got a trap card. And a parry. He's still got so many cards left. Alright, well, we're definitely going to throw that on the bottom there. We'll put these back up. The Flower Knight shrieks its eyes strobe. All survivors and the monsters facing suffer monster level brain damage. Just put them back in this order, I guess. So that's Amras's turn done. I'm gonna move Tick. Zachary's got our best chance. So we'll have Zachary spend a survival to embolden and then overcharge. So we're not even gonna give him the +1 strength token. We're just gonna try to keep our survival points. So this is for the first survival action. We lose it. So he gains, we'll do it. He gains +1 strength token. Now he's going to Hands of the Sun. He's gonna spend that +1 strength token and a survival. Does he get to keep that survival? Oh good, he gets to hold on to that one. So we have to spend our +1 strength tokens. And now our next attack gets devastating 1. So Zachary's gonna run up 1, 2. He's getting in the blind spot here. And he's attacking with the axe. 2 speed. We need some 4s or better. That seems super doable. 4+. An 8 and an 8. We got them both. This is very woundable. We need a 2+. An 8. So it's also devastating, so that's actually good for 2 damage. 1. We'll reshuffle these. take one more, hopefully the really bad one. But as a result of the wound, the Flower Knight shrieks. Its eyes strobe unnameable colors. All survivors of the monsters facing suffer monster level brain damage, which is Alistair and Amras each suffer 1. Okay. And then now we're on to this, which is, unfortunately, a parry location. So we need to crit this, which is a 10. Yikes. A 3. That's not going to do it. But he is a axe proficient, so he gets to re-roll any missed wound attempts once. So maybe a 9 here or something. Hey, a 9. He has a permanent luck. That's a critical wound. +1 luck right here for Zachary. And it's not a temporary luck. It's a permanent luck. So that is a crit. 9-10. So that's worth 2 wounds as well. If the attacker does not have fencing, which I don't, we have to go back to breakthrough. We know the deal here. We're going to... All survivors gain 2 insanity. And then we're going to perform breakthrough. We get to add our luck, which is just 1. I don't think that got me up into the good one. Oh, it did. So the Flower Knight chirps and stumbles, its armor subtly shifting colors, gain a survival and a luck token. For Zachary, gets that survival and a luck token. Oh, luck token. We keep track of these. Okay. But now we got... Sorry, I got bossy. I can't help it. I do legal contracts all day. Hey, no problem. No problem. Oh my gosh, 2 wounds to kill him. Do I just try to work up with Alistair? 1, 2, 3, 4... No, I can't because it's a trap. We're going to try to bottom shuffle that trap. Which means we're going to have to let him attack one more time. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm moving 1. I'm getting out of the fairy ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want to risk death right here at the end. We can't send it down yet, Bill, because the cat eye circlet's already been activated for this round. So I have to let him attack. So closest threat facing in fairy ring is nobody. Closest threat in range is Alistair. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, yeah, closest threat. Not a threat because I'm in the blind spot. So, oh my gosh. I skipped ahead. Perform Bloom first, which target a random survivor outside the fairy ring. So we just need to get survivors 1, 2, and 3 out, basically. 1, 2, 3. So we'll set those down. There we go. Give them a shuffle. So we'll just do this top down. 1, 2, 3 is how this will decide. It's 2. Oh, it's Alistair. Okay. That's what we were going to do anywho. So then he moves and attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now it's closest threat facing in fairy ring, which would have been Alistair. So we're there. So we are 3 speed, 2+ accuracy, and I think Alistair is rocking 1 evasion. It is 1 evasion. So only 1s and 2s miss here. Oh boy. What a huge roll. there. So 3 for 3. We're definitely going to be dodging one of those. These are worth 2 damage apiece to somebody who's already quite injured. Oh, wow. Body, legs, and head. We can't take any of them. So we'll dodge the headshot, and then we have to roll severe body and severe legs. Sheesh. Severe body, severe legs. We'll start with body right off the bat, obviously. And actually, yeah. I think they'll probably die here. A 4 to the body. Gaping chest wound. That one hurts a lot. At this point, actually, it's probably just better for them to die because they have the flower. Gaping chest wound. And then legs now. 5 to the legs. That's going to be a bleed as well. Hamstrung. Yep. Hamstrung, which gives you a bleed. And that would be the end of the attack. But as an after damage, you get a bleed. So they bleed out. They're dead. Alistair's character is deceased. Okay. Now it's back to us. So Amras is going to activate Cat Eye Circlet. Flip these 3. That's wonderful. Trap's going on the bottom. That's excellent. These are 2 pretty carefree things here. Zachary is going to do the double surge thing that we did last time. So we'll spend a survival to gain a strength. And we'll see if we get that survival back with a 6 or higher. A 1, so we do lose it. Now we're going to spend our other survival action to spend that strength token. A 3, so we lose that survival. Truly, we are out of survival. But now our next attack gains devastating. So 1, 2, 3. Putting it all on Zachary's shoulders here. We have 2 speed. We need 4+ from the blind spot. A 1 and an 8. You gotta be kidding me. We need a 1+ to wound this location. That's it. A 1+. Okay. A 6. So a 6 paired with the fact that our attack is devastating means we get to remove this last 1 AI and kill him by attacking his basic action. Oh my gosh. That was painful, it seemed like there. Dash. Not having dash is gross. Gotta have dash if we're going to go after the Flower Knight. I don't think he's that bad of a fight. But without dash, it is very difficult. So at a level 1, the only proficiency point we got was with our axe. That was it. So we will complete the showdown. Yay. Return and advance our year. When the survivors defeat the Flower Knight, they gain the Flower Knight badge rare gear. Flower Knight badge. It's going to be right here. Oh, did I pass it? It's got to be with the Flower Knight stuff, right? Now, wait a minute. What? It's the Lion Knight badge. Is it maybe in his gear here? Flower Knight gear, it's gotta be in there, right? There it is. Flower Knight badge. Okay. Oh my heavens. Flower Knight badge, rare gear. Add the Petal Spiral Innovation to our innovation deck for free. Petal Spiral, and just for everybody's information, Petal Spiral is a musical. Regardless of their hunt XP, survivors may select sword for their weapon proficiency. And then there's trace petals 1 through 3, lose a flower resource to gain flower addiction. Gain a survival and understanding with a 4 through 5. A 6+, gain a sword proficiency level. Very nice. Flower Knight badge gets you an evasion token and a tactics card. Okay. If any survivors have the Fencing Secret Fighting Art and the Ghostly Beauty Disorder, they gain the Narcissistic Disorder and a permanent evasion. Next settlement phase, trigger Sense Memory, and the group gains the following rewards. 4 and 4. 4 basic, 4 flower. So let's shuffle these up, not flip them over, shuffle them up. 1, Broken Lantern. 2 as a Perfect Tide. 3 Perfect Tide. 4 Perfect Tide. Okay, or Monster Tide, sorry. Shovel these guys up. 1 is an Osseous Bloom, which is an organ. Another Osseous Bloom. Lantern Bloom. That's 3. And an Osseous Bloom. So we were a little short on organs there. Okay. That was our 4 and 4, correct? Yes. So now we're headed back. So we have to return and advance the year. We do have lights in the sky waiting for us. But we also have to draw a random settlement event, my friends. And it's not over for our survivors yet. Cracks in the ground. A low rumble fills the settlement. Small cracks in the earth widen into fissures that belch up hot, foul-smelling vapor. Roll a d10. Don't... Okay, see? Alright. Because we had just a really bad... I just felt like it was going to be decent there. 6+, you find a sharp stone in the rubble left from the quake. Gain a Founding Stone gear. Which means we get to add it to the gear tab. Yay! We have as many Founding Stones as we do cloth. Let's go. It does have some lingering effects. So we had cracks in the ground here, and now we get to do lights in the sky. The settlement's collective imagination is set aflame. After rolling for any endeavor, you may add 1 or 2 to the result. Bingo. That's our favorite one. Just not wanting to drop the rest of those in the box for me. What's happening here? It's like these things are glitched on me. I can't drop them. They're stuck to me. Okay. Stand by. quick detour. We should only have 5. 3 returning survivors, 1 died. It was still counting the 2 from the first time they died. Yes, the Flower Knight sword is stupid good, but you can only get it. You can only get the sword in the Flower Knight campaign. Unfortunately, replica flower sword. Okay, so timeline, let's add, we need to do sense memory. And a warm virus. Things I don't want to forget to do there. So, we've taken care of those 2. Now let's just do a warm virus real quick. Because we're fairly familiar with a warm virus. So, our player that died, nominate a survivor that can consume to be the host. So we'll just nominate somebody in here. Somebody with a lifetime reroll still. How about Pan? Okay. Josh. Welcome back. This is Sunstalker, yes sir. So, we have to roll. Roll a d10 for Pan. Exclamation mark redeem. And then space gambit. 7. If the settlement has sculpture, which I don't think we do. We do not. The host vividly describes the warmth to the settlement. Departing survivors each gain a courage and a strength token. And then welcome the guest. So we'll have to set that up. So the host loses all fighting arts, disorders, abilities, and impairments. And then gain all the guests' fighting arts, disorders, positive attributes. So from Alistair, ouch, they did kind of get trashed there at the end. So fighting arts first, which was none. Okay. Disorders, overprotective and indecision. We can name them whatever we want, by the way. If you guys come up with a name, I'll throw it in here.
You know how long I've been waiting
There
for
it
this?
is.
Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Positive attributes. That's an exciting one. That one's usually pretty good. 2 accuracy, a strength, an evasion, and a luck. And then weapon proficiency levels including type. So this would be Fist and Tooth, and they were at a 3. No courage or anything like that, but bingo. Guess I can just leave it as Pan. Whoops. And then let's get our departing 4 survivors together. It's going to be Pan, just because they need a courage as well for leaving. Pan, Zachary, Tick. Oh, Tick can't go. Tick's got to skip. Amras, even though he's got a shattered jaw. What does a torn muscle do? Anything? Cannot dash. Oh, he's got to skip the next turn as well. Okay. So he can't go. Urza can go again. Okay, and then we also have to do sense memory. Whoops. So sense memory, rushing into the settlement, the returning survivors desperately attempt to convey to the others the powerful memories that dwelt in the very air of the glade. Even as they pass the settlement's threshold, the memories fade, and the delicate blooms clutched in their hands wilt. The settlement may pour their inspiration into inspired crafting. But basically, it just means that our flowers disappear at the end of the year. So if we wanted to... I think we could make just about anything we want here. We could craft the bow, I think, Osseous Bloom and Sighing Bloom. We could make the bow, but just as so everybody knows, we have to add Necrotoxic Mistletoe to the timeline. Which is fine, I just want everybody to know it. Yes, bow means 4 dead in 4 years, correct. I don't really have an issue with it. Okay, let's do the bow. So let's add Necrotoxic Mistletoe. Osseous Bloom, Sighing Bloom, Organ and Hide. Osseous Bloom, Sighing Bloom. Oops. And a hide. Now we just need an organ from our storage. And actually, I think we only have 1 in our storage. Oh, we won't be able to innovate this year. That's tough. But we got the bow. I know I hate not innovating, but... we don't have enough organ, Josh. We don't even have a single organ. Yes, you do need to spend resources to innovate, and we decided to spend the resource on a bow because it's really nice. And we probably won't go after him again until we get Dash. No, you have to spend an Endeavor and then a bone, a hide, and an organ resource. But yes, Clawhead Arrow for sure. So let's go ahead and get rid of the Lion Claw. There's other stuff we can do aside from Innovate for this year. We don't want to make a habit of it, but we could be okay without it. Because I think haven't been cheating. Very important to remember that. Lesson I learned from Bra Mithra. You're not cheating if you truly think you're playing the game correct and you're playing it incorrectly. Just make the change and move forward. You don't need to go back and try to rectify your mistakes. If you thought you were doing it right and you weren't, just fix it from here on out and move on. And if you're going to trust anybody's advice, it would be his. So, I also want leather. I am ready for a set of leather armor. So, oh, we still have to build the smith. Oh my gosh. So we have to use our... So if we want to build the skinnery, it's 3 hide and an organ and an endeavor. So spend the endeavor, 3 hide and an... Oh, we don't have a friggin' organ. Oh my gosh. Gotta find a way to spend these 2 bones and a hide, though, because they're gonna wilt away. We could do a double purification ceremony. We could actually build the weapon crafter with those bones and that hide. Let's do some purification ceremonies. Or maybe intimacy instead. Let's do intimacy first. So we'll spend our endeavor to trigger automatic intimacy here. I don't think we've gotten to it yet. No, we don't, unfortunately. Oh, duh, it's not in the... It's in this one. Intimacy's in here. There it is. Okay. So, we'll use 2 purified parents. We'll use Tick and Zachary. We could, I guess. We'll do Tick and Zachary, so we get +2 for that, and then +2 for lights in the sky. So that sucks. So 2, 4, 6. We don't have herb for an organ. No, nothing like that, unfortunately, my friends. So, 6. Does anybody have Sun Eater? Tick did. And Zachary did. Add +5 to the water birth roll result for each parent that has the Sun Eater secret fighting art. So that's 10 plus 2 plus... Wow, so that's... Yeah, we're all the way up here. So 11 plus. The caretakers present the child to the sun, and all goes dark as a solar eclipse occurs. It might not be great. We may not have loved that. But, oh well, it's done. So, solar eclipse. In the veil of darkness, the sun lowers and kisses the child. The frightened parents feel the warmth of their bodies pass into the newborn. It becomes a child of the sun. Indicate this on their record sheet, and it gains a permanent strength and a speed. If either parent is has the Sun Eater secret fighting art, they forget it. So Zachary forgets Sun Eater, and Tick forgets Sun Eater. But we have a newborn. Harlden sounds pretty good. Harleton sounds like a strong name. Parents being Zachary and Tick. Now he also gets a permanent strength and speed. He's also coming out with another permanent strength and evasion from Survival of the Fittest, an understanding from Graves, 2 courage and 2 understanding, and 2 hunt XP from Saga. And he'll come out as a tinker, and he is a child of the sun. Sunny? Alright. We do Sunny. Create. So Sunny is kind of insano right off the bat. Where you at, Sunny? So it looks like it gave him those when I gave him Child of the Sun. So, I mean, we could actually, if we want to, we could take him straight to the Sacred Pool and do the purification ceremony right off the bat. Tinker is amazing. That means when they return from a showdown, they bring 2 endeavors home with them. We want Tinkers. We could bring him. Yeah, we could bring him out as the 4th survivor, or do the purification ceremony on it. Maybe we'll take him out as the 4th survivor this time, purify him next year. We can purify some of these guys that have to skip next hunt anyways if they're not purified. We'll purify Amras. So we have to spend 2 endeavors. Come over here to Amras, and we roll 1. Now we get +2 to this if we want, because of lights in the sky. Come on, man. Come on. You may endeavor here once per lifetime. Your body is infused with sacred water and purified. Come on, man. Purified. You cannot depart this year. Gain the overprotective disorder, by the way. Overprotective. Roll a d10. On an 8+, gain a permanent attribute of your choice. Otherwise, gain a permanent strength or accuracy. He's a bowman. Oh, but what's the Vespertine bow? Yeah, so I got a 3. Yep. The bow has weak strength and decent accuracy. Accuracy in general is far better than strength, I think. Because you can get strength modifiers, but you can't hardly ever get... Let's give him an accuracy. He's a bowman. He needs to be accurate. He's already got 2 strength plus the strength of the bow. That's decent. We need them accurate hits, right? Yeah. So I think we'll do that, Bill. And then we could technically purify another one. Elza's got shattered jaw and she's blind, so... We could give it to, like, No, we want it to be somebody with a lifetime reroll. Otar. What about Pan? Is Pan one of the departing ones? Pan's probably going. Yeah, Pan's going. Pan's one we really need to... Pan is one that we really need to get purified, because they're the 3 fist and toother. But I think we're planning on taking them. A permanent accuracy for the fist and tooth could be really nice. Then they'd have 3 permanent accuracy. Or 2 permanent accuracy might be good enough, and we could just start dumping it into permanent strength. But do we take him out and hunt this next year, or do we do it right now and stop him from hunting next year? What do we do? Should we purify him right now? It's tough. Purify him now? Okay. So they gain the purified. I mean, he doesn't need to hunt. It's good for his he already has overprotective. Okay. Yeah, they just have to skip. So let's roll for him. Maybe we'll be able to get a permanent one of our choice. 5 plus 2, 6, 7. We need an 8 plus. So it's still just a permanent strength or accuracy. Should we do strength or accuracy? He's already got 2 permanent accuracy. He's our fist and tooth individual, so should we do it strength? Or do we snag one more accuracy while we can? It's an 8 plus attack, so this brings it down to 6 plus. That would bring it down to 5 plus. That's pretty good. Okay, and that's the last of our endeavors. Now we do need to find a way to spend these things here. The hide, a bone, and a bone. I guess at the very least we could do 3 Vespertine arrows if we wanted. We did already do Warm Virus. That's Pan. It's 2 bones and a hide. Who's struggling with stuff? I mean, we're struggling with armor for sure. But we do have 2 cloth left, so we'll throw a cloth here and a cloth here. Yeah, it's hide, bone, bone, exactly. I'm gonna go back and watch and see if we built monster grease, and if that's why our we'll do bandages and 2 arrows. So we'll do a bandage first with the hide. What the heck is it? Oh, it's in the skinnery. Bandage and 2 arrows. So in our storage, our gear, we got the Flower Knight badge added. We got the Vespertine bow. 2 Vespertine arrows. An additional founding stone, which I already did. A clawhead arrow. Bandages. Nice. And then in our departing survivors, we have to swap out Pan. Pan can no longer depart. So we need to find a third one. Arrows create another flower only if you miss. We don't really have anybody to take over our bow. You just take some normal... Oh, what does the eye patch do for somebody that's blind again? I don't think I left him out. I think I put him back. Eye patch. While you wear this, you're blind in one eye. -1 actually, if you're already blind, gain 2 strength for being a badass instead. Yeah, we'll do that, and we'll take Elza the blindy out. They all get a courage for this. So Elza will bold. Urza, no. Sunny will bold. And Zachary will almost see the truth. So let's take care of these bolds really quick. So Elza first. This is in the settlement phase, so they get Matchmaker. Matchmaker, and we roll. An 8. An 8 for Elza is a permanent strength. Alright. And then nope. Sunny is now a matchmaker as well, which is very nice. And they're gonna roll a 6, which is not a permanent attribute. It is gain an endeavor this settlement phase. So we got one more. Dang, now that we spent everything we had to build the... Now, we should still build the leatherworker. 3 hide. Oh, we don't have the organ. That's right. Sheesh. What did we need the innovation for? I don't recall. Oh yeah, something +2 here. Let me check real quick. Josh? Resources, basic. Yeah, perfect tide here. It does indeed let me record it. We could do augury to try to trigger another intimacy. Let's do that. So we'll spend this to try to do augury. Hiya, we need like a 6+ or something. No! 3 plus the 2. Gain a survival. I don't have any free intimacy with anybody that came back. Matchmakers have to return from a showdown. Are you on Android or Apple or anything like that, Josh? I mean, I feel like that could maybe play a part in some of it. Yeah, really. Right here, let me show you on Matchmaker. When you are a returning survivor, once per year you may spend an endeavor to trigger intimacy story event. So, Elza's not a returning survivor, and neither was Sunny. Unfortunately. Apple? Yeah, I'm not sure, man. That's really a pain in the butt. I don't know. I think it works on my phone. So. Okay, friends. We have reached the end. We'll kind of chat in Discord over the next week. If you're not in there, make sure to join about what we want to fight here. I don't think we should fight another Flower Knight till we have Dash. So I'm going to set out 4 strength tokens so that we remember that next week we get to divvy those out because I can't put them in the app yet. So we'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4. That way we remember. But it was a good week, a good hunt. I hope we all have a good rest of our week. You guys all take care. Thanks for being here. And we will see you next time.